Why Rebecca Chambers released Billy Coen? According to initial reports from Resident Evil Zero, the Bravo team discovers a military dossier which clearly states that Billy Coen, a lieutenant in the Marine Corps, had been accused of murdering 23 innocent civilians in Africa. The report portrayed him as a soldier who had lost his mind and executed a village without reason, and for that he was arrested, tried and sentenced to death. That's the official version, the one the system wanted to exist. But the truth was different. Billy's unit was sent to Africa under the pretext of eliminating a hostile target, a supposed threat justifying a military operation. However, when they arrived, they discovered there were no enemies, no combatants, only civilians, men, women, and completely innocent people. The whole mission had been constructed upon a lie. The commander of the unit, realizing there was no actual objective and after suffering casualties during the deployment, gave the order to execute the civilians in order to justify the entire operation. Billy refused to carry out that order because he understood that it was not a military mission. It was an execution. He tried to intervene, but he was struck down by his own superior and subdued, forcing him to witness his unit commit the massacre. Billy was not the one who committed the slaughter. He was a witness to it. But the system needed someone to hold responsible. The army could not possibly admit that an entire unit had murdered innocent civilians, so they fabricated a culprit, and that culprit was Billy Coen. He was accused, condemned, and then transported for his execution, becoming the scapegoat for an operation that should never have been allowed to exist. But this particular story connects with something even much bigger. In documents found years later in Resident Evil 5, it's revealed that Africa was a region of critical interest for Umbrella, as it was home to the origin of the Progenitor Virus, the base virus that would give rise to all subsequent biological weapons. Umbrella needed to establish facilities in that region, but local tribes protected their territory and did not allow the presence of external forces or the construction of any installations. This posed a direct obstacle to Umbrella's plans. Umbrella's founder, Oswell E. Spencer, upon learning of the fears of his own researchers and the resistance from the tribes, made it unequivocally clear that this obstacle would be eliminated. For years, Spencer used covert operations, military forces, and mercenaries to secure control of those regions, eliminating or displacing entire populations so that Umbrella could operate without any interference. In this context, Billy Coen's mission takes on a whole new significance. It was not a random act, nor merely a simple military crime. It was part of a larger pattern of covert territorial cleansing, where soldiers were dispatched on false orders to remove populations deemed obstacles, and then the system wiped out any trace of the truth. Billy was used as a tool and then discarded as evidence. Years later, during the train incident and at the Umbrella Corporation's training facility, Rebecca Chambers met Billy and was able to directly observe the kind of person he truly was. She didn't see an out-of-control killer. She saw a soldier who bravely risked his life to protect others, even when he had absolutely no obligation to do so. Rebecca, as a scientist and a direct witness to Umbrella's illicit experiments, came to understand that powerful institutions were capable of lying and manufacturing scapegoats to safeguard their own significant interests. She then understood that Billy was not the monstrous figure depicted in the official reports, but rather an innocent victim caught in a clandestine operation far more extensive than he could have imagined. That is why she made the crucial decision to officially declare him deceased, thereby enabling his escape. It was not an impulsive action. It was a decision founded upon the understanding that Billy had been betrayed by the very system he himself had served. Rebecca did not free a criminal. She freed a man who had been sacrificed to conceal the truth. A man who had been made guilty so that the real perpetrators could remain hidden in the shadows.